This video is brought to you in part by Coca-Cola. Open happiness. Alright, now trade me some vanilla Coke already, for the love of God.
Hey YouTube, what's going on? Before I start anything, I have like a bunch of shoutouts to give to the guys. So let's start with the shoutouts first, okay? Let us start with Team Twilight Dragon's channel. As we look at Team Twilight's Dragon channel, he's a duelist from Down Under, and looks like he just has a bunch of duels and updated trade binders. So Team Twilight Dragon, first shoutout goes to you. The next shoutout will go to RobRom17. This man has actually Crohn's disease, but that doesn't stop him from making YouTube videos and showing you what goes on in his meta. We seem to have just deck of the months, trade binders, card updates of his trade binder, and that's about it. Crohn's disease guy, who it still tracks on, doesn't let him get himself down. Good job to you, buddy. You're a trooper. Next one will go to Team Arcana. Team Arcana is just a Romanian duelist who so far just has very little videos, mainly about his plants and his skill drain plants. And there seems to be a psychic deck on there too. Team Arcana from Romania. The next one goes out, the next and final one goes out to my buddy Manny David, aka Cascade Soldier. Just started his just about a month ago, month and a half, I'll say. He's starting to get it done, and he's got a cool looking deck that is a gadgets, which I actually entitled it Das Kratchenworks, which is basically gadgets with Das Lakota. It's pretty fun. It's pretty cool. I love Das Lakota. So, those are the shoutouts I am going to give you. Anyway, back to me. I have a new segment. It's called Bet You Didn't Know That. And what this is about, it's about a bunch of like rulings and gameplay mechanics that a lot of players don't know. For what I might lack in skill, as you know, Dale Bolito might tell you, as I misplay. Yes, I misplay. I'm not pro. I'm just a pretty good player is all. Yeah, I can make mistakes. But what a lot of those guys don't know is a lot of the rulings, a lot of the gameplay mechanics. I actually know a lot of them, since I'm like the only mod that moderates the Q&A forums on Pocho. I actually know a lot of my stuff. And this is what I'm going to help you guys with, so that way you guys also have the knowledge to do well too. So I'm going to show you a couple scenarios, and I hope you guys learn, remember this, and hopefully use it to your advantage one day when you exploit this on all your friends. Alright, here are the situations, guys. Scenario A. Player A has a black-green Sure the Blue Flame on the field, and your player B has a face-down monster. Let's say that Sure goes to attack the face-down monster, and it is revealed to be a legendary Jujutsu Master. In the damage step, we'd like to declare a Kalut the Moon Shadow to increase the attack by 14. This will destroy legendary Jujutsu Master. Here's the thing. Both of these monsters activate in sub-step 7 of the damage step, which is sent to the graveyard. And now they will form a chain. Since Jujutsu Master is a mandatory effect, he will automatically be placed chain 1 on the link. And since Sure is an optional effect, he will be placed chain link 2. And since we resolve this chain link 2 will kick in first, so I am actually allowed to search with Sure the Blue Flame and search a Gale. That's allowed to come into the field, and the legendary Jujutsu Master's effect will kick in and take that Sure and put it back to the top of the deck, and then Gale will proceed to sodomize the opponent. Situation B. Player A is about to draw for their turn, and the opponent has 2 back rows, while player A controls a Goblin's army. During my draw phase, I draw Mystical Space Typhoon. Now, if you think your opponent has a Trap Dust Shoot, which they do, player A can actually call priority right here and activate the effect of Mystical Space Typhoon. Sorry, activate the card Mystical Space Typhoon, targeting one of their cards before Trap Dust Shoot has a chance to be played by the other player, because you are retaining priority, which is a huge confusing thing players have. They think priority is just summon Gale, I think Gale's got priority. No, that's wrong. That's not what priority is all about. It's all about the turn player always being able to activate an effect before the opponent. The opportunity, anyhow. So, if indeed you draw Mystical Space Typhoon, you can call it priority in your draw phase, play Mystical Space Typhoon targeting one card in their deck, destroying their card before they even get a chance to play Dust Shoot. However, if you do pass priority and not to activate anything, they can in fact play that Trap Dust Shoot. Let's just say don't. You can play Mystical Space Typhoon to destroy that said card, and then proceed to just destroy and annihilate your opponent from there on out. Now, at the Toronto Regionals, I actually had somebody criticize me heavily because they thought I was wrong. I'm going to let that person remain nameless, but I'll show you the situation. They were definitely dead wrong, though. Situation C. Player A has 2 face-down spell trap cards. The opponent has... Player B has 1 face-down spell trap card, and it's Player B's turn. Player B wishes to activate the effect of Mizuki by removing from play, as a cost, to special summon Goblin Zombie to the field. Now, Player A will chain Royal Oppression, paying 800 life points to negate Mizuki's effect. Everything so far is perfectly fine. Now, what Player B wants to do is, they wish to chain Call of the Haunted to special summon Goblin Zombie. This is the thing that the person thought that you couldn't do. They thought, well, sorry, could do. They thought they could use this very same Royal Oppression to negate the effect of Call of the Haunted. No, that is not allowed. The general rule for continuous trap cards are that upon initial activation, which is the card when it gets flipped up, they can only use their effect once on the chain. However, let's say this did happen, but however, Player A can also activate another second Royal Oppression to negate Call of the Haunted. That is perfectly fine. However, if we just reverse all this whole entire situation around, if Mizuki removes target Goblin Zombie and tries to special summon, and this is already face up, I can negate that special summon from Mizuki. And then if they decide to chain Call of the Haunted, I can also use that Royal Oppression again to negate that Call of the Haunted. See, so quick rule of thumb: if it's face down and they get flipped face up, its effect can only be activated once on the chain. If it's already face up, it can be used as many times on the chain, provided you can pay the cost. So that's it.